if you don't have a product or a service that you are working on and offering to the public, to the marketplace, then you are not an entrepreneur, and you're probably broke. You're not meant to be in the online education space. I know that sounds harsh, but there's always something that you're working on. You always have some kind of project, course, program, book, whatever it is. And today we're going to keep this really simple. I just want to help you find your profitable niche so that you can create your successful school community. So this video is for coaches, creators, and healers who want to learn how to get from $0 online to 10K months on the internet. This is part of the Skool Fast Track Challenge. If you go join my free Skool community, it's linked below. I will have additional resources with this video to help you with picking your niche. But let's just keep it simple. If you don't get anything else from this video, understand this. Perfection does not exist. The only perfect business that exists is the one that's in your own head that you actually haven't started yet. The truth is, you're going to learn so much about your ideal client and what they're struggling with and what you actually care about just from actually working with them. There's really no substitute. And so the reason I started this challenge is because what I realized was I've built over 6 courses, okay? And inevitably, whenever I start to get clients into the program and start working with them, what I think that they need and what they actually need are 2 very different things. So the purpose of this video is to help give you enough clarity so that you feel comfortable enough starting your school community and beginning to attract and bring in the right people. So without further ado, simply said, the most profitable niche is you. You are your most profitable niche. I hear all this advice out there. It's like talking about niche down, get super specific. I had a client, she just came to me and she was in a program before she came into Fire Your Boss Fast, and they told her that she needed to pick a profession of a person and that it was like she was only going to sell to, I think it was like real estate agents or something. And it just didn't align. So first of all, let's make this clear that a niche is a need. It's really not something you pick. It's something that you find, and it's something that evolves with you along the way. It's always going to evolve. So my goal for you is to help you create a community that you wish you had when you were coming up in the game. Simply put, your profitable niche, and I want to help you create a market of one by marrying your unique passions with a market. And a market could be, it's like health, wealth, relationships. If you are not trying to improve your health, then your wealth and your relationships will suffer. If you're not working on your money mindset, your ability to create, attract, and grow money, then your relationships and your health are going to suffer. They are all interconnected. But the goal when you're just getting started is to hone in on one that you enjoy speaking about, but then bring your passion to the table. What do I mean? Well, I have this ChatGPT prompt that I will link in the resources inside my Skool community. It's free. There's no opt-in. But essentially, I'd like you to first sit down and just write down your top passions. Look at your browser history. Look at what you've been watching on YouTube. Like, not what you're doing when you're just, trying to entertain yourself, but what do you enjoy learning about? For example, I love human design. I love AI. I am constantly learning about these things because I'm just fascinated by them. And because I'm a projector in human design, I am built to find systems and guide people through systems to use their energy more efficiently. And so what I did was marry human design with AI to create my own unique market of one to help the person that I used to be. This is really about helping you build a personal brand based around all of you. And the problem is, I know you're multi-passionate. I know you have a lot of passions and interests and skills. And the thing is, you can bring those to your coaching. You can bring those to your clients. You can bring those to your community. But let's hone in on one that makes you uniquely you. So there's 3 P's. We're going to pick what our community is going to be about, i.e. our niche, our help statement, by writing down like what things are you passionate about? What are some of the pain points that you've solved in your own life? That is always a great way to go, by the way. Solve your own problems and teach people how you did it. How you did it. Not like how you think you would do it, but like how you actually did it. And then your profession. If you are passionate about your profession, like say you're an accountant or something, and you have skills. In order to have any profession, there are skills that are part of that profession. And if you enjoy speaking about it and you can see yourself having a community around it, that is an entirely viable option. I like to pick something that I'm passionate about because I know that in business, the only way you're going to be successful is through consistency. And I struggled for many years to get my business off the ground because I kept picking niches based on what else I saw going on in the marketplace. And I incorporated human design because I saw there's so many strategies to grow your business and pick a niche, and there's a million ways to go about it, and a lot of them work. But what I found was, as a projector, I was trying to mimic other people's strategies without understanding how their energy worked and why they were doing them that way. And then I only to find myself, down the road and realizing like, I can't keep this up. I can't compete in a generator manifester world. And I'm not meant to. I'm meant to. And so I wanted to help people, I wanted to give people the foundation to create aligned business decisions so that they didn't have to go through that same level of burnout and frustration and challenge that I did. I don't want you to start implementing all these other strategies only to find out it doesn't work. I also just want to help you take action because that's what's going to give you more clarity than anything else. And so what I did was I married human design and AI to create an online coaching business because I love teaching people how to make money online. I value freedom and independence, and it's literally in my human design chart. I mean, it is. It's crazy. And what's really cool is that there is no other you, so any community you make will end up being a market of one because a community is more than the sum of its parts. Like 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. It's more than that. So by you just building a community around who you are from your uniqueness, it's going to flourish in ways that you never even thought possible. So this is something I work with my clients on quite a bit, or it had been. And now what I'm realizing is what I just said, that like just by you getting started and picking something that matters to you, it brings more clarity than any kind of market research could ever do. Because I don't want you to end up in this endless market research cycle, because our goal is to get to 10K months in 30 days. And in order to do that, we just have to get started. And what you'll find when you start working with clients and start building your community is you're going to learn so much about what you actually enjoy speaking about and talking about and like what resonates with people that it's just going to blow your mind. So write down the things that you're passionate about, some of the pain points that you've solved in your life, and if there's some skills in your profession that you have learned that you would like to help to teach others. Okay, now we're going to pick who we want this community to be for. You've got 3 options here. You can either help people like you, people that you've helped before and that you enjoy working with, or people who you think are underserved. I don't really care about doing the underserved market. I think it's best to pick people like you because our goal here is we're building a personal brand because your most profitable niche is you, okay? The purpose of your brand is to find your uniqueness and exploit it in the service of others. And the person that you are most qualified to serve is a previous version of you, because that previous version of you lacked some of the skills, some of the wisdom, some of the insight that you have now because you're here and they're there. So you don't have to overthink this. So write down things like age, gender, demographics, what do they do for work? What are some of the problems in their lives? What are some of the things that they value? What are their interests? And you can actually have ChatGPT or AI do a lot of this work for you, but I do want you to manually think through these steps because AI is a great tool, and if you know what to put into it, you're going to get outstanding results, but your inputs have to be there. So I'd like you to just kind of work through these things first, and then you can go through my niche evaluator worksheet that's attached to this in the resources section and start validating it. So hopefully you've decided that this community is for people like you, because that's the easiest, fastest, most profitable path, okay? And then step 3 is starting to describe this person as they see themselves. So for me, I would say, like, I help coaches, creators, healers, probably 28 to 47 learn how to sell their advice on the internet. Okay, you want to start describing them as they would see themselves, the way they would describe themselves, so that when they hear your message, when they hear your I help thing, your I help statement, which we're going to get to in a second, they're like, oh my God, this is for me. This is for me. That's the really most important part about this niche and picking the topic for your community, is like, you want people to see it and be able to self-select whether or not they are interested in this, because you do not want to be for everybody, which is why I say you are your most profitable niche, because you're not for everybody. And that's awesome, because you can't serve everybody. You just can't. Okay? So that's step 3, is describing them the way they would see themselves. Now, step 4, this is where things get kind of exciting here. So what are some of the good things that you help them get as a result of working with you? What are some of the good things that they're going to get, and some of the bad things that they get to avoid? So for me, I help them go from $0 online to $3,000 to $10,000 a month. Okay, that's a good thing, so that they can go full-time online. I help them monetize their purpose, amplify their impact, and make bank as a 100% online coach. So those are good things. Some of the bad things I would say that I help them avoid are, having to learn a bunch of different softwares and platforms and integrations, because we do it all on one platform. Another bad thing they avoid, really the whole purpose of someone being in your community is, like, you're going to help them get where they want to go faster, easier, and have more fun. People will pay for that. And I know we're not charging yet, but you will be. And if you're able to deliver on that promise, you're going to do very well. So I help them avoid tech overwhelm, guru overload, having to learn a bunch of different softwares or platforms. And I get them there a lot faster because we use AI, and they are building a business built on a solid foundation of things that they actually love. So those are my good and bad things. Now what we want to do is put all of these pieces together into a comprehensive I help statement that incorporates each of these elements. So an I help statement just goes just like this. It's, I help this kind of person solve this problem and get this benefit without this thing that they want to avoid. So for example, I help coaches, creators, and healers sell their advice online so they can go full-time online without the tech overwhelm or guru overload. That's an example. I help them go from $0 to 10K months on the internet using coaching, courses, and community. Now, I know some of you are thinking, won't niching down limit my clients? Like, if I start getting this specific about the person and the things that I help people with, isn't it gonna limit me in my business? And the answer is actually no. You really only need 1,000 true fans. Like, if you had 1,000 people paying you $1 a day, you would never be worried about money again. And you're not going to be able to stand out in a crowded market by trying to be like everybody else. The purpose of your brand, the purpose of your community, of your business, of your niche is to help you stand out as yourself. So the more authentic and aligned you can be in who your message is for, who your community is for, the faster you're going to be able to grow, and it's going to maximize your impact. You're actually going to be able to do more with less because of the specificity. And by you incorporating the things that actually matter to you, you're going to be able to show up for your business in an entirely new way. You do not want to be for everyone. Trust me. When you try to serve everyone, you end up getting clients that really aren't aligned because you haven't been truthful about what's important to you and what matters. So it ends up attracting the wrong people into your world, which the opportunity cost of engaging with people that isn't aligned is that you're not able to connect with the people who are aligned. As a specialist, you are able to command higher fees, you're able to create better marketing, you're able to create better connections, and you're actually building a community around who you are as a person and the the right people are going to be drawn to that. It's like a magnet. So once you've come up with your I help statement, I think it's really valuable to add that to your social media profiles, add it to your Skool bio, add it to your group, because you want to start allowing people, like I said, to self-select whether or not to be in your world. And another thing you can do is start embracing your unique story. What were the pivotal moments in your life and career that led you to this niche, to building this community? Like I mentioned before, I did the human design and AI because I realized that those were tools that I really needed to solve the problem of burnout and frustration and fatigue, implementing everyone else's strategies and the speed and efficiency of AI. I mean, it's like a no-brainer. And since I started doing this, the level of clients coming into my business has totally up-leveled. It's amazing. And you're just better equipped to serve them. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is craft your I help statement and share it in the comments below so that we can provide feedback, refine your idea, and get you to 10K months on Skool. If you like this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you can be notified of new videos. In the rest of this playlist, you can look forward to how to make Skool practically free, how to find your first high-ticket client, how to create a high-ticket offer that sells, how to set up your Skool for maximum engagement. And if there's a specific training or something you'd really like to learn about this, let me know in the comments so I can make one for you. Okay, mwah.